Democratic frontrunner Hillary Clinton stops in Baton Rouge to speak to her supporters and do a little campaigning.
A new app is out that's offering students a reason to log offline and pay attention in class.
Feel like getting out of the United States for a semester? See how the Study Abroad Fair can help you call a new country home.
Stay tuned, Newsbeat starts now.
Good evening, Tigers, and welcome to Newsbeat. I'm Mitch Rabelais.
And I'm Michaela Morgan. Thanks for joining us.
Many LSU students and fans are in mourning today after the death of a former LSU football player. Death of former LSU tight end Tyler Edwards was confirmed Sunday afternoon by the Ouachita Parish Coroner's Office and was ruled a likely suicide. Detectives at the scene say that Edwards suffered from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Edwards played for the Tigers from 2008 to 2012. He was last enrolled at LSU in the fall of 2013 and was set to return to the university this fall to complete his degree. Presidential candidate Hillary Clinton campaigned in Baton Rouge Monday afternoon. Jackie Massey was there and has this report.
And a sea of H's and supporters welcomed the arrival of Hillary Clinton Monday afternoon.
I'm not running for my husband's third term. I'm not running for Barack Obama's third term. I'm running for my first term, but I will be proud to carry that Democratic record forward.
She talked about her support for Obamacare and her disgust with the Republican Party in the debates.
Not one of them said anything about enforcing equal pay for equal work for hard-working women.
She also talked about Hurricane Katrina.
I admire so much the grit and resilience of the people of this state.
And criticized a candidate for governor for his role as senator during Katrina.
We couldn't find your other senator, a man by the name of David Vitter. I said to Mayor, where is he? Where is he?
LSU political communication major Helen Frank says she is surprised that Clinton mentioned Vitter and appreciates her boldness.
I do want to run for office statewide for sure. So I look up to her a lot.
And Clinton did not shy away from bashing the Republican Party.
Sometimes wonder, why is it Democratic presidents always have to come in and clean up the messes?
After the speech, camera flashes and eager supporters met Clinton. And then she was on her way traveling the campaign trail to Arkansas. For Tiger TV, I'm Jackie Massey.
After her stop here in Baton Rouge and a short trip to Arkansas, Mrs. Clinton returned to Iowa to continue her campaign there.
GOP presidential hopefuls are shaking up the race after last week's debate. Carly Fiorina shot to second place in the Republican presidential field following her strong performance in Wednesday's debate. A CNN ORC poll out Sunday shows that Donald Trump is still the GOP frontrunner with 24% support among Republican voters. That's an 8% drop from earlier in the month. Meanwhile, Fiorina saw a 3% increase, putting her at 15% support. The same poll shows that 52% of Republican voters who watched Wednesday's debate saw Fiorina as the winner. 31% said Trump was a loser. The new way to get students' brain is through their stomach. A new app called Pocket Points allows students to earn discounts at local shops and eateries by paying attention to their teachers and not checking their phones during class. Students can open the app and successfully check in. Once checked in, the time begins to tick. Students then lock their devices and accrue points for every minute that they stay off of their phones while remaining in class. The app is trending as students get their friends involved because the more students on your campus that can use the app, the quicker a student can accumulate points.
Pay attention in class, you study better, and you get free food.
I think it's a good concept of an app that you can pay attention in class more, and you eventually get rewarded for that by keeping your phone in your pocket.
When students get their discounted food with this app, they can eat it safely on the parade grounds. Student government is looking to make the parade grounds a safer place for students by adding surveillance cameras to the area. LSU PD currently uses cameras outside of the Law Center to monitor activities on the parade grounds. Student government plans to purchase the cameras and is hoping to get funding to power the cameras from LSU PD.
Are you looking for a new home for the next semester? LSU students interested in traveling the world can check out the Study Abroad Fair to hear about different trips the program has to offer. In case you missed it today, don't worry, you can stop by the Royal Cotillion Ballroom in the Student Union tomorrow from 3 to 11 to ask questions and to meet the program directors. LSU senior Kaylee Cretter is familiar with the program and has a few tips for those students who have never studied abroad before.
It's a wonderful experience, and also really embrace it. When you're there, don't just stay in on the free weekends or anything like that. Actually go out, explore the town, explore the places that you're at, because when you get back, you're really going to regret not doing that.
Is Instagram or Twitter keeping you on your phone during class? After the break, we've got info on an app that will direct your eyes away from the screen and towards the board.
Also, does that old phone of yours not download the latest apps? Stay tuned and we'll let you know how to turn that old hardware into cash.
We'll be right back. Turing Pharmaceuticals is in deep water after increasing the price of a drug used to treat life-threatening infections. Turing brought the rights to Darafram in August and immediately raised the price from $750 a tablet to $13.50, a 5,000% increase. This drug is used to prevent infectious diseases in AIDS and cancer patients. This change in price will drive treatment costs up hundreds of dollars annually. CEO Martin Scarelli responded to the backlash by saying the price boost will allow the company to do more research on the drug.
After an unusual security breach, Apple has removed several apps from its online app store. Developers in China were tricked by malware-used software tools that added a malicious code. Software collects information from devices and uploads it to outside servers. The popular messaging app WeChat was among one of the many apps affected by the breach. Companies and developers affected by the security scare have released new versions of their apps since the defect was discovered. Despite their hiccups with security, Apple is celebrating the most successful iPhone update ever days before the new iPhone 7 goes on sale. The new operating system, iOS 9, was released last Wednesday. The company said that more than half of all iPhone users have already updated their phones at the fastest rate ever. iOS 9 comes with features like power saving mode, a smarter Siri, and improved Apple Maps. The new software also takes up less space than the last operating system. If you're looking for something to do with your old phone after your next upgrade, reporter Cameron Stelly has some creative ways that you can make it useful.
People experience unwanted iPhone damage every day, including students on LSU's campus.
It's completely shattered, and then my first iPhone that I ever got, I still have it in my house.
Students have more creative things to do with old iPhones.
I had every intention of selling it so I could get some money back, but I just never got around to it.
You don't always have to sell your phone. You can save it at home.
Actually, I have a few laying around my house. I usually just keep them just in case, one of mine breaks or my family member needs to borrow it or something like that.
Nowadays, there are charities that you can donate them to or phone repair shops that will buy back used phones. The manager from a local phone repair shop, Phone Doc, explains what they do with old phones.
We pretty much buy every sort of phone in any kind of condition. I mean, of course, if it's damaged, we take that into consideration on how much we'll offer you, because it depends on how much it costs us to repair.
As newer software is released, older generation iPhones become less useful.
Like if you have an older phone like a 3 or a 4 and the 5s are getting there, it's hard to update anything. So if you can't update any of your apps or anything on there, then it makes it really hard for you to use the phone. So we can't buy back old phones that don't really have any value to them.
For more information on selling old iPhones, check out local repair shops. For Tiger TV, I'm Cameron Stelly.
And of course, prices range according to the different repair shops. However, if you are interested in selling your phone, look up local shops online or call one for some more information.
Want to order Starbucks but hate waiting in line? Well, there's an app for that. Starbucks is expanding its mobile order and pay service nationwide. The new feature allows customers to place orders on their phones before they get to their local coffee shop. The app also allows you to locate stores, get an estimated wait time, and pay before you arrive. Starbucks launched the service last December in Portland, Oregon, and the company is also planning to introduce the app outside of the United States next month.
Coming up after the break, the Pope is arriving in the United States today. See what he has planned for his visit to the country.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Pope Francis left Cuba today and has arrived in the United States. President Obama was on hand at Andrews Air Force Base to welcome the pontiff to the United States. His visit includes a speaking before a joint session of both houses of Congress, the UN General Assembly, a meeting with President Obama, and services in Washington, New York, and Philadelphia. Protecting the Pope during his visit to the United States is #1 priority for many officials. Well, that's all the time we have for today, but you can stay updated with Tiger TV Newsbeat on tigertv.tv.
From all of us here at Newsbeat, good night.